Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build Blowy Boats from Stampy's lovely world. It is a fast-paced game that uses wind charges to knock boats into each other's sections. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The resources you're going to need for today's build are here in this chest. In the description of this video, I've put the exact amount that you need of each block if you're planning on building this in survival mode. So, take a good look, and once you think you have them all, we can get on with the build. Today's project makes use of two different banners that we're going to place throughout the build, so let me show you quickly how to make them. For the first one, you're going to take a lime banner as your start, and then you're going to take red dye as your pattern colour, and we're going to grab the top spike one, which is called the red chief indented, then we're going to put it back in and we're going to get the bottom spike one, which is the red base indented. And then we're going to repeat the same thing, but with a cyan banner as our base and yellow dye as our colour. So we grab the top one, and we grab the bottom one. And with that done, those are our two banners that we're going to need for today. The area you're going to need for today's build is 42 blocks wide by 56 blocks long. And we're going to start by coming to the bottom left corner, and we're going to count 20 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And here we're going to break out 4 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the row behind it. And we're going to fill this in with stone bricks. Then we're going to dig out a further rectangle that is 4 blocks wide by 7 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just going to destroy this so it's the same width as the path we just made. And then coming off the left and to the right, we're going to break out a further 5 blocks that is 3 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we break that fully out. And we're going to do the same on the other side, like so. And then the next step is to fill in all of this with mud bricks. Next, we're going to surround the front of this area with mud bricks. So we're just going to go around the side like this, coming all the way until we reach this corner here. And we're going to do that on the other side as well. Coming around like so. Then, on top of all these blocks we just placed, we're going to place jungle leaves. Like this. Coming all the way around. And then we're going to take our lanterns and we're going to place one on the floor on the left and the right of the stone bricks here. Like this. Then, in the corners here and there, we're going to cover these 3 blocks with barrels that are facing upwards. And in these barrels is where you're going to place the wind charges that the players will use for the game. Then we're going to take our torches, and on the left and the right side, on these 4 blocks, we're going to place a torch in both corners. And we're going to do that on the other side as well. Now, we're going to dig out an area in front of this that is 4 blocks long, and then it goes the entire length of what we've done so far, up until where these mud bricks are. So 4 like this, and we're just going to dig it out fully. Then, on either side of this hole, we're going to dig out these 4 blocks here, replace them with bamboo planks, and then build them up a further 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do that for every single block in that row. And then we're just going to repeat this on the other side. So we break out these 4 blocks, replace them with bamboo planks, and build them up another 7. And this is going to create the platforms that the players will stand on when they battle each other. Then, on this corner, so the side that is next to our entrance, we're going to build it up by another 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do that on both sides. Then, we're going to connect up the 2 sides with this corner block here that is underneath the pillar we just made. And we're just going to bring that all the way across, like so. Then, on the other side, we're going to place bamboo stairs coming off of this row we just made, facing towards, not the entrance. And we're going to do 3 rows of that, coming 1 block down and 1 block forward with each row. Like this, until we eventually get a full set of stairs going all the way down that our players can use as they battle each other. So we're just going to do 1 last row here as well. And then, coming back to the front, we're going to fill in this row here with bamboo planks, so the one on the second row of stairs. And then on front of these, we're going to place bamboo fences, like this. Then, we're going to cover these stairs here with another row of bamboo planks. And then we're going to place a row of bamboo stairs that are upside down facing towards us, like this. And then you'll notice the pattern here. We're going to place another row of bamboo planks on the bottom of the last row of stairs we did. And then we're going to place more upside down stairs in front of it. And then finally we're just going to extend this row down by another 2 blocks. So coming all the way across, like so. Until when you reach the bottom, you should notice there's just this small gap here where the water can flow through. Then we're going to take our lanterns and we're going to count 3 blocks in on our fences, and on the 4th one we're going to place a lantern underneath, and the same goes for the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we place a lantern. Then on the top, on the right hand side of this pillar, we're going to place 3 bamboo fences, and we're going to do that on the other side as well. Then on the top of each of these pillars we're going to place a lantern. And on the side, on the block that's just above this row of bamboo planks, we're going to place a torch facing inwards. And we're going to take our banners, specifically the lime green ones, and we're going to place them such that they are 1 block underneath our fences on both the right and the left side. And then we're also going to place ones right underneath our lanterns at the top of these pillars we made, like so. Then, on the other side, we're going to place 2 more. So 1 where the final row of stairs are, like this, and we're just going to do that on both sides. And then finally, we're going to take our torches, and on the top layer here of bamboo planks, we're going to place 1, we're going to miss 3, place another, then we're going to come to the other side, place 1, miss 3, and place another, such that you have 4 blocks in between like this. And now the final step to finish off this side of the build is you're going to break out all of the blocks in this pit here and refill them with packed mud. So let's do that quickly. So now that that's been filled in with the correct block, we're going to come to the right hand side of the build and we're going to build out a further 8 blocks of mud bricks going that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to cover this with jungle leaves. And then on the leftmost block and the rightmost block, we're going to place a torch. Now, to build our green snake, we're going to start by taking a piece of red wool and placing it here, then a piece of green, and then a piece of red. And for the entire bottom layer, we're going to have this alternating pattern. So we're going to bring it back to the right until there's a total of 4 red blocks. So green, red, green, red, green, red. And then we're going to bring this going the whole way around, just repeating what we did on the other side. Next, we're going to build this entire thing up by another 2 blocks, but using only green wool, because we only want the pattern to be on the bottommost row. So we just bring it all the way around like so. And then once we've done that, we're also going to fill in this little gap in the middle with green wool as well. Now, if we come to the back, we're going to start building up the tail. So to do that, we want to cover all of the green blocks we can see here with green wool. So the only blocks that are left are the red ones. Then we're going to build up 2 blocks of green wool like this and put a block of red on either side. And then do another further row of 3 like this. Then we're going to build another 2 and then just put a single block of red wool at the top, and it should create a shape that looks like that. Then, starting in the middle here, next to this green row, we're going to count 2 blocks, and on the third, we're going to place a torch, count another 2, and then here, we're going to place another torch as well. Next, coming off of this, we're going to build a 3x3 square of lime green, like this. And on the left-hand side here, we're going to place 3 ladders, so that there's actually a way to get up on top of the snake. Then we're going to essentially repeat what we did here, but it's going to go out a further 2 blocks. So we place a piece of red, then a piece of green, then a piece of red. And we're going to go until we once again have 4 blocks of red, but then we're going to extend it out by another further 2 blocks of green. So green, red, green, red, green, red, and then another 2 blocks of green. And we're going to bring that going the whole way around, copying the same pattern that we did on the other side. Then, in this corner here, and this corner here, we're going to place a block of red wool, and then we're going to do exactly what we did here, which is build up the entire thing with another 2 blocks of lime green wool. Like this. Coming all the way around until we've fully filled it in, and then we're going to once again fill in the middle bit as well with green wool, like this. Then we're going to take a torch, and coming 3 blocks up from our leftmost torch here, we're going to place another one in the middle, and then we're also going to place a torch above this red wool here to the right of where the ladder is. Next, we're going to come to this corner here, and we're going to build up this wall, repeating the same pattern until we have a total of 3 blocks of red wool. So, do this, then we do another row of green, then the alternating pattern, and then another row of green. And then we're just going to fill out this 3x3 area with green wool. So we come 2 blocks back like this, connect it up, and we just do that for the entire thing, going all the way to the top. And then finally we're going to do the pattern that we did here, but on the top here. So we're going to place 3 blocks of green, red above each side, then another block of green in the middle, and then, to cap it off, another 3 blocks of green. So now we've got ourselves a bit of an arching up shape, so now that we can actually put the head onto the snake's body. So to do that, we're going to come to the front here, we're going to miss 2 blocks, and on the third one, we're going to build a row that comes out a further 1 on each side. And then we're going to extend this back until it is a rectangle that is 6 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we just want to fill this fully in, like so. Then, coming off of each side, we're going to place another 2 blocks like this going up, and then we're going to place a block to the left of this pillar, and a block to the right of this pillar, and then a dispenser in between. And then we're just going to cover this back row here with green wool. And now we're going to place in our little bit of redstone dust that we have brought with us. So we're going to have 1 on the left, 1 on top of the dispenser, and 1 on the right. And the reason we do this is because we're then going to place buttons on the blocks that the redstone dust runs into. So this one here, and this one here. And this creates the eyes that you can activate with the wind chargers to spawn more boats into the arena. Then, on the top row here, we're going to build another row of green wool, so that we leave this gap open here for the boats to flow out of. And then, we're going to extend this row out here until it is in line with this, so it should be another 3 blocks. Bringing it all the way across like this. And then we're just going to fill in the right and the left sides of his mouth with glass, just to stop the water from flowing anywhere that we don't want it. Now, for the top part here, we're going to start by placing a green block, then a red block, then a green, then a red, and then a green. Then we're going to place 2 blocks of green, a block of red in the middle, and then another further 2 blocks of green. And then we're just going to do an entire row of green, and then we're going to repeat this pattern again. So we place 1 block of green, 1 red, 1 green, 1 red, cap it off like that. Then we do 2 blocks of green, 1 red, 2 blocks of green, and then finally we just finish the whole thing off with 1 row of green. Now we're going to take some torches, we're going to place one here in the middle of these two arrows, and one here in the middle of these two red blocks. And with that done, that is our green snake finished, and now we're going to build the cyan one. So this time, coming to the left of our main building, we're going to build out a total of 12 mud bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to cover this with jungle leaves. Then we're going to place a torch on the right hand side, count 3 blocks in and place another. We're going to do the same on the other side. So place a torch, count 3 blocks and place another. And then to the left of this torch we're going to place a double chest. And this is where you'll store the bamboo rafts that you're going to fill up the snakes with. Now to build the actual snake, we're going to come to the front here and we're going to start by placing a yellow wool, then a cyan, and then a yellow. And we're going to repeat this pattern going back until we once again have 4 blocks of yellow. So cyan, yellow, cyan, yellow, cyan, yellow. And then we're going to bring this around so we create a full ring of this pattern. And then we're going to build it up by another 2 blocks of cyan wool, just like we did before. And of course, just like we did before, we're also going to fill in the center with cyan, like this. Then we're going to expand out the bottom row by another 2 blocks of cyan, and in each of these corners we're going to place yellow, and then we're just going to fill in the rest of this with cyan. Now, coming back to the front, we're going to go a further 1 block of cyan, 1 block of yellow, 1 block of cyan, 1 block of yellow. And we're going to do exactly what we did there, repeating it out until we can see 4 blocks of yellow. And then we're going to bring this around in a ring until it's fully connected up, and this will be our tail. So we're going to build it up by another further 2 blocks of cyan wool. And of course, making sure to fill in the middle with cyan as well. Now, if we come to the back here, we're going to cover in all of the blocks that are not yellow with more cyan wool. Then we're going to build 2 blocks like this, and then a block of yellow on both the left and the right, and then another row of cyan on top, another 2 blocks of cyan, and then a block of yellow on the top, like that. Now for our torches, we're going to start here, count 2 blocks, and on the third we place a torch, count another 3, and place a torch. Then, coming up in the middle here, so right above where this torch is, we're going to place another one. Now to actually connect these 2 parts of the body, we're going to expand up that here by another 2 blocks, and then bring it back by another further 2, making sure to place our ladder on the front of this again. And for our final torch, we just place one here to the right of the ladder. Now to build the head of the snake again, we're going to come to the right hand side here, and we're going to continue the pattern up by another 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We do that for the other side. And then we fill in the area in between. And then of course we're going to extend this back so it becomes a 3x3 square. So just bringing it all the way back, filling it all in with cyan wool. And then finally on the very top we're going to do one more iteration of the pattern, so 3 blocks of cyan, 1 in the middle, with yellow on the left and the right, and then filling it all in, and then finally placing a torch in the middle. Then, coming to the front, we're going to miss 2 blocks, we're going to build out our row, which goes out by 1 on each side, and we're going to extend this until it's a total of 6 blocks long, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then fully fill this in, coming around like so until we've got ourselves a complete square. Then we're going to fill in this row at the back, and then 2 blocks on each side, placing our dispenser in the middle. We're going to do another row of cyan behind it, and then coming out 1 on each corner. Then we're going to cover this part in redstone dust, placing our blackstone buttons on the blocks that the dust goes straight into. And then we're going to do 1 more row of cyan coming forwards like this, but not fully as we want to leave this space underneath open for the dispenser. And then we're just going to keep on extending this until it comes all the way to the end, coming in line with our square at the bottom. Now we're going to cover each of the sides in glass, like so. We're going to come up to the top and we're going to carry on our pattern. So, starting in the bottom right here, we're going to place cyan, yellow, cyan, yellow, cyan. Then 2 blocks of cyan, 1 block of yellow, and 2 blocks of cyan, and then a full row of just our blue colour. And then we're just going to repeat this again, doing exactly what we did before, so we create these 2 arrows on top of the snake's head. And then we're just going to place ourselves a torch in the middle here. Now, we're essentially going to want to mirror this entire structure onto the other side. So to do that, we're going to start by coming to the green snake here, and we're going to build 12 blocks of mud bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to cover this in jungle leaves, just as we've done before. Coming around to the other side, we're going to place our torches. So 1 on the left, we're going to miss 3 and place another. We're going to do the same on the other side. So 1 on the right, miss 3 and place another. And then to the left of this second torch from the left, we're going to place our double chest, which you'll once again fill with bamboo boats. Now on the other side, we're going to instead place 8 blocks of mud bricks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to cover that in jungle leaves, placing our torches on the outside just as we've done before in the 2 corners. Now to actually build our other structure, we're going to grab our bamboo planks and we're going to build 4 going this way, and we're going to bring this up until it's a total of 7 blocks long, because our bottom row here is going to make our 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bringing it all the way up like so. Then we're going to repeat the exact same thing on the other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bringing it all the way up like so. And now our next step is we're going to break out the entire pit in between these 2 columns, so that it should be 4 blocks wide by 14 blocks long. And now that we've broken out this entire area, we're going to come to the top of our 2 pillars, and we're going to place ourselves the 3 block pillar going upwards on the outside corner of both walls, like this. Then we're going to connect up our 2 walls with this block here that is underneath our pillar, bringing it all the way across, and then on the other side we're going to do our 3 rows of stairs. And then, coming back out to the outside side, we're going to fill in this entire row with bamboo planks, and then once again place our bamboo fences on the front of it. We're going to do the same again for this row of stairs, but this time of course placing our upside down stairs on front of it. And then we're going to do another row of bamboo planks right at the back this time, once again putting our stairs on the front facing towards us. And then we just want to extend this down by another 2 blocks. Now we're going to take ourselves our mud bricks and we're going to fill in an area here that is 3 blocks long by 14 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we fill that in with mud bricks. And then we're just going to repeat the same for these 2 rows here. So we chop all of this out and we fill it in with mud bricks, coming all the way back like so. And then coming to the edge, we're going to count in by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th we're going to break out 4 blocks like this, so that on the other side we are once again left with 5 blocks, and then we're going to bring this back by another 3. So 1, 2, 3. We break this fully out and we fill this in with mud brick. Now we're going to surround the border of these mud bricks with even more of the bricks, like this, coming all the way around until it touches up with our bamboo there, and we do the same on the other side. and we cover these with jungle leaves. Then, on both sides, we're going to once again place our 3 barrels facing upwards, hugging the walls like this. And at the front, we're going to destroy out 2 rows of 4 wide blocks and fill it in with stone bricks, placing ourselves lanterns on the right and the left of it, like that. Now we're also going to take our lanterns and place it on the 4th fence from the left, on the bottom of it, and do it for the same here, but for the 4th fence from the right. And we're also going to place lanterns on the top of these 2 pillars, as well as torches on the bottom blocks facing inwards. We're going to take our fences and place 3 of them on these bamboo blocks on the left and on the right. We're going to take our Cyan Banners and place 1 on the left, on the block that is directly underneath where the fences are, and 1 on the right, and then also 1 at the top of our pillar, like this. We're also going to place the 2 on the block that is in line with our final row of stairs, on the right and the left. We're going to take our torches and place 1 here. We're going to miss 3 blocks, place another, and do the same on the other side, so 1 to the left of the banner, miss 3 blocks, and another torch. And that finishes off this side of the building. So now the only step we have left to do is we want to once again destroy all of the dirt down here and replace it with packed mud, but also we're going to do it for the entire of this middle area as well. So let's get to it. With all of that fully filled in, we're going to come to the middle, and starting at our blue snake on the left hand side at this cyan block, we're going to count 5 blocks towards the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th, we're going to break out a block, break out the one below it and the one above, and then all 3 rows to the left. And that should leave us with 5 blocks to the snake on the other side. Now we're going to outline this rectangle with normal bamboo planks, but we're also going to fill in the middle with 2 pieces of bamboo mosaic, like that. Now, to finish off our build, we're going to add the water. So to do that, we'll start by coming to the left-hand side at our main entrance, and if we leave 3 blocks from the left here, we're going to do a row of water buckets going across the entire path, like this. And that should make it so the water flows into our little patch under here and fully fills it up. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we miss 3 blocks, then we do a row of water buckets like this. Now to fully fill in the middle area, all we need to do is just do a row of water buckets on one of the sides, and it should automatically fill in the entire thing with source blocks. Like that. And now we also want to come to the mouths of the 2 of our snakes, and we're going to place water buckets on the 3 blocks in front of the dispenser. And we're going to do that on both sides. Now the final detail is we're going to come to the very front of our build, and on the left hand side we're going to place ourselves a sign that says Blowy Boats. And with that done, that comes to the end of this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!